Okay, welcome everybody. So yet again, another change out of Social Security. So I just want to bring you up to speed as far as what is going on right now, what just changed yet again, and this comes as no surprise whatsoever. In fact, we just talked about this the other day, and I said in that live stream the other day talking about this, I said, I would not be shocked to see them walk this back. Guess what they just did? Walked it back. I don't know. Something about this seems super weird. They've literally done this with every single policy change that they've come out with and announced on Social Security so far this year. Every single one of them has been walked back. I don't know. Kind of losing a little faith these days. I'm just saying, right? I feel like we're, kind of like crying wolf a lot of times here. Oh, we're going to do it. We're doing it. Here it comes. And then, oh, just kidding. We're not going to do it now. Like, come on, make up your mind. Like, don't announce stuff if it's not going to happen, right? So, okay, let me tell you exactly what's going on here. We'll bring you up to speed as far as what's happening. And again, this is a follow-up to a live stream that I had out the other day. I don't know what day it was. I have no idea. Maybe it was like, I'm not even sure, honestly. Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm not even sure. Maybe it was Wednesday. I think it was Wednesday, actually. Okay, anyway, who cares? Doesn't really matter. It was a few days ago. Okay, so anyway, let me give you a quick little recap as far as the announcement that came out and what they were going to be implementing in, at the time when I did the live stream. Actually, yeah, it was on, well, whatever. Again, doesn't matter. At the time, there were 19 days to go. But as of right now, as I host this live stream, today is Saturday, August 2nd. August 2nd already? Wow, nuts, right? Okay, so as of now, it would only be 16 days away, okay? But let me just kind of bring it to speed really quickly here, and then I'll tell you exactly what they just changed on this. Okay, so they announced not that many days ago that they were going to implement this, basically the requirement of getting a PIN, right? A personal identification number that was issued to all of us for security purposes to implement multi-factor identity verification. In other words, like two-factor authentication, right? So a lot of us probably have this set up with maybe like our bank accounts or something like that. I know that I do. Honestly, it's kind of annoying. You try to log in, and they're like, oh, just wait. We're going to send you a text message. And they do, and it has a 6-digit, PIN or number within it. You got to go back and type in the 6-digit number. And it's like, okay, it's actually you. We'll let you get into the account, right? Have you had this? I know. I don't really love it because it's just kind of slow. But anyway, it's a security thing. Okay, but anyway, Social Security was going to be implementing these new PIN numbers. Okay, so how you would get one of these PIN numbers is you would have to go onto your My Social Security account through the My Social Security website, log in there, and then basically get a PIN number issued to you. And then this PIN number would be used so that when you call Social Security and you talk to somebody or whatever it is, you could authenticate your identity by saying, yes, my name is XYZ, my Social Security number is 123, blah, blah, blah. And then you go on and then they say, okay, what's your PIN number? And then you again authenticate your identity yet again that way to authenticate that, yes, this is truly you because you got the PIN number directly through your My Social Security account. Again, it's just a way to secure and make sure that it's actually you calling in rather than just some other person trying to pretend to be it's you, right? So it's a security thing. Multi-factor identity verification is literally what this was about, right? So I talked about this the other day in the live stream. Okay, so anyway, the point behind this was that, well, obviously security measures, but then they were going to be implementing this and it was going to be going into effect as of August 18th. Remember this? Okay, August 18th is when they were going to implement this. Well, then the reports that were coming out were suggesting that, well, this is going to drive about 3.4 million additional visits to local field offices per year for people that do not have a My Social Security account and cannot get their authenticated PIN number. So they have to go to a local field office to say, hey, it's really me. I don't have a My Social Security account. Therefore, I can't get a PIN number, so I can't authenticate that it's really me. Now I have to come to this local field office and sit here and do all this and waste a bunch of time for everybody, right? So anyway, that's what I was talking about the other day. And that was kind of the situation. Now, here's what's interesting. The other day, in fact, I think it was yesterday. Yeah, it was, maybe it was 2 days ago. Anyway, a letter was drafted by AARP, right? We all know AARP. Okay, so AARP wrote a letter, they drafted, and they sent it over to Frank Bisignano, the Social Security Acting Commissioner. Okay, gotta love the letters, by the way. I have my latest letter sitting. I can't grab it. Sitting here. This is the one. I posted the letter, this reading of this letter on Monday. If you haven't read or if you haven't seen that video, watch it. It's from Monday, a few days ago. But anyway, my wife comes in and she reads that letter. I drafted that one get some money, get some people here in this community some money, right? Anyway, we can talk about that later. But anyway, AARP drafted a letter. They sent it over to Frank Bisignano, again, the Social Security acting commissioner, and said, this would be a major obstacle for a lot of seniors, driving 3.4 million seniors and basically people with disabilities and people on Social Security that do not have access to their My Social Security account to local field offices each year. This is not like a one and done thing. Nearly 3.5 million people a year on top of the 1.9 million extra people going to local field offices because of the direct deposit change information that came in earlier this year on April 14th, right? So now we've got like 5.5 million extra people visits to local field offices per year because of these two policy changes. Okay, long story short, they just walked it back, okay? Not the direct deposit part. That's been in effect as of April 14th. That may actually be the only one of these policies that they've implemented this year that actually stuck. Like literally the only one. That might be the only one. I'd have to go back in my records and look again at everything that's changed so far this year. A lot of things have changed. That may be the only one that actually stuck, right? So they threw a handful of spaghetti at the wall, and the only noodle that stuck was the direct deposit information. Anyway, all right, so this is another one of those noodles that we can talk about in this metaphorical example that I'm giving you is the one that fell off the wall, okay? So anyway, the PIN number is now optional. Yes, it's now optional, okay? So there you go. So this whole idea and all the drama that was caused about this and look out, here it comes, August 18th, we're going to implement this thing, requiring everybody to have a PIN number to access their account and to get authenticated when they call Social Security. Yeah, that's not happening anymore. It's optional. So you can get a PIN number if you want, but it's not going to be mandatory anymore. Okay, so there you go. Just like so many of the policies that have been implemented so far this year, that they come out and they announce it. Oh, we've got a great big idea here, everybody. Let's get ready. And then literally hours, days, maybe weeks later, in some instances, they come back and say, yeah, remember that one? Just kidding. We're not going to do that this time, right? So anyway, I don't know, losing a little bit of credibility. I'm just saying, right? Just losing a little bit of credibility. Like I said earlier, kind of like crying wolf a little bit, right? You kind of do it enough times. They do it enough times, and all of a sudden we're like, yeah, don't really believe what you're saying anymore, right? So it's kind of where we're at right now. All right, anyway, so this is what it is, and just want to point that out for you really quickly. In the live stream the other day, I said, as I get more information, I will come back for you, and I'll keep you updated on this whole thing, okay? By the way, in that live stream the other day, I've had a number of comments coming in, not a ton. I've had a few people reaching out saying, is this optional? Do I need to do it? Like things like that, right? So I did answer some of those questions, but to answer again right now, yeah, it's now 100% optional. So being optional, I would guess that like no one will do this, like maybe a teeny tiny percentage of the population will actually do this, but it is now optional. It's not mandatory required anymore, okay? So there you go. That's the update on this. Now, one thing I want to say, I said this the other day, and I'm going to say it again really quickly. I've said this multiple times so far this year, and I still stand by this, which is if you have not signed up for a My Social Security account, it's totally free, by the way. It's right on the Social Security website. I'm just saying, you don't have to do it. You definitely do not have to do it. And I'm not here to urge people to do stuff. I'm just saying, considering how many different changes they have talked about implementing, or they've had this great vision of implementing, and then they don't do it this year. All I'm saying is that if you've ever thought about signing up for a My Social Security account, honestly, it'd probably be a good time to do it. I mean, you don't have to do it today, not at all. You don't have to do it this weekend. I'm just saying, like, in the next couple months here, it'd probably be to your benefit to just have that account, have that access. I'm just saying, you don't have to do it. By all means, you do not. It does not matter to me whatsoever. I'm just saying, with all of the implementation of different features that they're offering now through your My Social Security account, they're really pushing people to that. It's very obvious what they want us to do, right? Basically, everything that they've done so far this year has said, go through your My Social Security account to do this or that, or change this, or update that, or whatever. My point being is that that's where they want us to go. They're making it very, very clear and very obvious to us what they want from us, which is They want us to go to our My Social Security account to resolve issues and to do things there versus calling them. That's what they want. That's literally what they're signaling to us. Okay. Anyway, what I can foresee going forward is that they're going to be continuing to use this way more and utilizing a lot more for a lot more features. So if you don't have it, that's okay. But I do think that it will come in handy at some point if you have access to it. Again, I signed up a few years ago. I don't log on there very often, maybe like 3 times a year, give or take a little bit. In fact, maybe like a week ago, I logged in, and at the top of the page, it says the last time you logged in. I looked at that. I was on there April 10th, and then I was on there about a week ago. So however many months that is, April, May, June, July. Yeah. So like 3.5-ish months or so, give or take a little bit, was the last time I was on there. I'm just saying, I log in like 3 times a year just to look at it, make sure everything looks good. It's nice to have that access to it. There's a lot of information there, but I'm just saying it might be a handy tool to have at some point. Okay. Anyway, if you do sign up for that, make sure that you are on the authentic Social Security website. And again, I know that sounds so obvious, like duh, obviously we're going to be on the Social Security website. There's a lot of things out there trying to get your information. Okay. There's going to be fake websites out there pretending to be Social Security, just trying to help everybody protect themselves. Again, so many weird things going on right now. So many people fishing for information. You just got to protect ourselves right now. Anyway, that's about it. Okay. So I will keep you updated as we get more information on anything right now. I know it's a weird old time right now, but I'm here for you. All right. So anyway, being a new month, by the way, August. Can you believe this? August 2nd already. This is nuts. Anyway, long story short here. Being a new month, okay? If your birthday is September, October, or November, you are now within your initial enrollment period for Medicare, okay? I know this doesn't pertain to a ton of people, but about 340-ish thousand people a month that are turning 65. That's not counting the people that are retiring. But my point being is that if your birthday is in September, October, or November, and you're turning 65, there's this phone number right there. Utilize that to help get enrolled in Medicare and to make sure that you have the best plan for you and your personal situation. It is 100% for free. I've talked about this many times before, but they've already helped about almost 4,000 of you here in the community as of right now. I've been giving shout outs to all kinds of people lately. The list of names is getting very long, giving shout outs to people and pointing out, people that are saving money, getting better plans, better coverages, all kinds of things like that. So anyway, utilize that. It's totally free. They will help you with that. And again, if you are one of the 70 million people already on Medicare, write that phone number down. Seriously, write it down because annual enrollment opens up. Guess what? In 2.5 months. Can you believe it? 2.5 months already. Open enrollment opens up and it's only open for about 7 weeks. It's nuts, right? 70 million seniors will be shopping their Medicare plans at that time, making sure that they have the right plans and all kinds of things like that. So it's a very busy time. If you're on top of your game, again, write that phone number down, just take note of that, and then they can help you out. So call that, utilize that service. Again, it's 100% for free. Join the other 4,000 people here in the community. By the way, leave a comment down below after you do. Use the word chapter, and I'd love to give you a shout out and feature you in an upcoming video. All right, anyway. Yeah, absolutely amazing. All right, Corey, you here? No, Corey's not here. Okay, that was awkward. Sorry, everybody. Okay, so I'm going to text Corey. She needs to come and help me turn this thing off. What am I doing? Whoops. Thought I sent that. Okay, here we go. I need to have my wife come and help me turn this thing off. So anyway, thanks for being here. Really, really appreciate it. But yeah, some weird things happening right now, right? And again, remember, we're in this time frame right here, right now, where everything's going on with prices that we've seen with all these higher prices and inflation, everything like that is going to translate into our checks in a massive way. All right, sounds like Corey's here. Okay, anyway, please have a nice afternoon. Hope this helps you. Enjoy. Let me know after you talk to them for your Medicare help completely for free, and I'll give you a shout out in a future video. Make sure to use the word chapter in your comment, and we'll see you again later. All right, enjoy.